Hi guys, welcome back to She Show Videos.
That was so quick. I wasn't ready. Hi.
Get ready.
What?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notifications. I want to get this out of the way early so we don't forget to do it until the very end.
That's right.
So like us,
Share
Facebook,
us.
Instagram, YouTube, subscribe, do all of the things. Thank you very much. We appreciate it in advance.
Yes, share us because that's how we're growing our network. We want to be #SheDemic.
She-demic. Yeah, we did come up with
I know.
that.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Like we want to spread, but in like a positive way, like spread laughter and like prettiness.
Okay.
Sort of. My hair was. You can't help it.
Okay.
I can't say that.
All right.
Yeah. Listen, I really wanted to circle back. We mentioned it in a prior video, but
We mentioned it in several prior videos.
I wanted to talk about Put-in-Bay, okay?
Which time?
All
Which
times.
your bachelorette
Every
party?
time. Let's just lump it. Let's
Okay.
make it quick because we can't get into.
We can't get into specifics here. Okay.
No, let's start by saying I actually love Put-in-Bay.
Oh my gosh, love Put-in-Bay.
And I actually like it daytime. It's like a great family weekend thing, especially if you're from Ohio or
Golf
anywhere
carts,
close.
yeah.
The Butterfly Observatory, the caves, like it's really cool. But Put-in-Bay is the ideal bachelorette location. It's like far enough away that you feel like you're away, but close enough that if anything like happened, God forbid, at home or whatever, you would be still relatively close. It's like 2 hours for us. Okay.
Let's talk about your bachelorette party first.
We're going all the way back.
So, Elizabeth's bachelorette party was hosted by a good friend of ours.
Yes.
She kind of coordinated everything.
She's wonderful.
She is wonderful. We got there, we had the wrong room. Elizabeth had to go down to the front desk and tell the people about themselves. Like, we got to our room, we were like, how are we all gonna stay here? This is not what we signed up for. So Elizabeth went down to the front desk and tell the people about themselves,
I had to write a strongly worded letter, but verbally and in person, and it was awful. It got
heated. So she came back upstairs. They finally gave us the villas.
Yeah, they did upgrade us to the villas.
Yeah.
So thank you, ma'am, for your phenomenal customer service after you had me in tears. Continue.
So we went across the street to the villas. Everybody was staking out their spot. Me and your sister were in a room together. So we were living our best lives. Elizabeth was like, I need Tylenol. First of all, let's go back to before this. The person that is in question right now
is probably going to watch this. So.
Was not really invited. She kind of invited herself.
Yeah. It ended up working out, but she was not on the original guest list. It was one of those times where like we were talking about it openly and then
somebody heard.
We did that to ourselves and that was fine.
Yeah.
But she did not give me Tylenol.
So Elizabeth, after, coming down off of her fight for my rights to party,
which
had a headache and was crying, and asked the people for Tylenol. I didn't have any Tylenol. My friend came out with us, which is, I would say our friend came out with us.
The one who's trying to get everyone kicked out of the bars?
Yes. She did get kicked out of the first bar. Because she did jump to the stage and then try to sing on stage. Neither here nor there. I'm sure she's watching and she knows who she is. But either way, so Elizabeth asked for Tylenol because she has a headache. So this lovely lady decides to reach in her bag
of goodies
and said, here, I have some Tylenol for you. What she failed to realize is that my dear friend
has one flaw. I am allergic to Vicodin.
We'll circle back to that one flaw.
I have one opportunity area as a specimen, and it is I'm allergic to bees too. But
EpiPen allergic to bees, okay?
It's my allergy to Vicodin, okay? Which I don't like go around telling everybody because who needs to know that? When the doctor says, are you allergic to anything? I say Vicodin. My friends don't.
So Tylenol gave her Vicodin.
Unbeknownst. By the way.
So we're going downstairs and our other friend is like, let's do some Patron shots.
Yes.
Which tequila used to be your jam back in the day.
Anymore. That's because this friend and another girlfriend of ours chose to do shots of Patron, remember, at my old house when I was pregnant and I was driving them, and the shots of Patron, the smell, almost made me want to barf.
We died that night. She was
You
drinking Pedialyte out
in the
of her
parking lot.
trunk.
Yes, that was.
That's a different
But
story.
This is what always happens. This is why we can't do this.
This is a different
I did
story.
some shots of Patron the night of my bachelorette
We did.
party. A few.
We finished, there was like 4 of us, and we killed an entire bottle of Patron, okay?
That sounds fine.
So we're walking down the street, and it's her bachelorette party, you're supposed to be hammered. We did not realize that the Vicodin was in her system.
None of us, except the culprit,
Mm-hmm.
who said nothing until
Later.
I was
And she said it to me.
blackout, tap out, okay?
So we get there, and everybody's trying to buy Elizabeth's drinks because she's wearing the sash. Oh my gosh, I have a picture of you dancing with this guy. I might tag that on here.
Oh my God.
And you can
Is
tell.
it one of the Canadians?
No.
Oh,
You
that was
can
a
tell
different
in
trip.
her eyes that her eyes are just like rolled back.
I don't even remember this.
But
so.
I digress. So at one point, we were like, she's just hammered. Like, she's just hammered. It'll be fine. She'll like dance it off. It'll go away. It never went away. It actually just continued to escalate, even though we were like, stop buying her drinks. So then her sister, who was pregnant at the time, and her other friend who doesn't drink, me and your sister went to the bathroom with you because we were like, okay, she's gonna puke, we're gonna rally, because we were experienced drinkers.
I've heard this story before. I don't know if everyone wants to hear this.
So we thought she was gonna puke and rally, right? Because she's puked and rallied on several occasions, countless occasions, right? So I was convinced if there's one person in this world I know, it is her. I'm like, she's gonna puke, she's gonna rally, we're gonna be good to go. So she gets to the bathroom.
I don't remember this. It sounds familiar because I've heard it so often. Like, it's a funny running joke now that I was basically roofied, but continue.
She gets to the bathroom, and me and her sister pregnant again, and me halfway to blackout, are like trying to care for her, and she's like, it's hot in here, I need to take off my top. We're in a public bathroom in Put-in-Bay. It's a hookup place as well.
Disgusting.
At night. So she takes off her
Disgusting.
top, she's sweating, and she was like, I don't feel good, hold my boobs.
I don't.
Now
There's like nothing here.
so me and your sister, we're like, okay, you got nothing to hold, just throw up. So she's trying to make herself throw up. The entire time she's just like, hold my boobs, they're getting in the way. Not hold my hair, which was down and long for the wedding. Not hold anything else. It was just,
Priorities.
hold my boobs, hold my boobs. I'm like, they're not getting in the way. You can put your shirt back on. People were coming in and out of the bathroom. Is she okay? I'm like, okay, she's not getting any better. She can't throw up. Somebody's gonna have to take her home. So your sister and the other girl who does not drink decided to take you home.
Because they're good friends. You decided to stay out at the bar with your other friends, like, oh, I paid money to come to Put-in-Bay, I'm about to get it.
What would you have done? Exactly. No. If your sister and that other person were there to take care of me, you would have been like, okay, she's fine. They don't drink. She'll be well taken care of.
I do trust them. So, okay, same scenario, just us flipped. Yes, I do trust them with my life. Thank God, because I lived.
So, a little later, after she goes home, it's pouring down rain outside, mind you, as well. Pouring down rain.
I had no idea.
They run home. Again, her sister, who is pregnant, and Holly, has to chase her down because she's thinking that she's Superman because she's high as a cootie bird right now. And she's sprinting in heels down the freaking alley.
I took my heels off. Wasn't I carrying them? Because didn't I leave them in the bathroom?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's
Either way.
real fuzzy.
Either way.
It was a good time.
So the rest of us stay out. We got kicked out of that bar. Again, I did not get kicked out of that bar. My friend got kicked out of that bar. And then later in the evening, Tylenol herself comes up to me and says, do you think that this is my fault? Because I gave her Vicodin instead of Tylenol.
Pause so you can hear what Brittany's reaction was. She said revelation.
I literally almost fell out of my chair laughing.
I'm dying at this point in our villa, and Brittany is over here
I look at
cackling
this
at my
girl
misfortune.
dead in the eye, and I said, yes, of course this is your fault. She's allergic to Vicodin. So then I tell...
You are a jerk.
Then I tell the powers that be, I told your sister and I told Holly, like, hey,
She might die.
Tylenol is not actually Tylenol. It's Vicodin. And they were like, oh, she's fine. She's asleep. She went down hard. She'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, just keep an eye on her. I ended up sleeping with your sister, so I think you ended up sleeping with the other person involved.
No, I think I woke up in bed with... Well, I was alone, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know where the other one slept because I woke up totally naked. Remember, my bed was soaking wet because it was raining, and then I got the sweats in the night, and I just had no recollection of anything that happened, and I rode home on that ferry dead AF. And remember our other friend?
Who had a one-night
Our other
stand.
friend hooked up with someone, and then he ended up being on the ferry on the way home. It was weird.
It was uncomfortable for all parties involved, but it was... So learning from that, there's some things that you should take away from this misfortune. 1, don't take miscellaneous drugs from somebody
Trust no one.
ever.
Check the label.
2, don't try to jump on stage on Put-in-Bay because they tell you no. No means no. This is the opposite day. You will get kicked out.
Yeah, in Put-in-Bay, it's not opposite day. So that's true. That did happen.
Yeah. 3, don't ever ask anybody to hold your boobs in a public bathroom. Okay?
Don't get your boobs out in a public bathroom.
I don't understand why you took
Me neither. Why are you asking me? I was not in my right mind. I don't know what happened. All I know is I went out to be my good time girl self.
You were looking good too.
Thank you.
You had your heels on.
Right?
You were thin because you were doing P90X.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you were muscular too.
Double time.
Remember that white bathing suit that you wore at your wedding?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and it was just sabotaged by Tylenol.
My night was so great. So Tylenol again came back to the house and then ate half of my meal.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
It's okay.
Listen, we set out to talk about 2 very different...
We're going to have to give you
Bachelorette
another
parties.
one at a different time.
Let's do it. Yeah, Put-in-Bay
Part 2. Yeah.
Still to come. Subscribe, like, share. We love you. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.